Chosen one, stop right now. If you leave after this sentence, you will walk away from a moment that does not repeat. Chosen one, listen carefully. You are not here by accident. You did not find this message randomly, and you are not hearing these words at just any time. This moment was arranged. You were guided here because something is shifting, and you are meant to feel the pressure of it now. If you scroll away, if you delay, you may never stand at this exact doorway again. What is speaking to you is not noise. It is aimed directly at your life, and it is urgent. Here is the part that may unsettle you. Some of what you were taught was wrong. Some of what you believed, some of the way you have been moving through life, even some of the things you trusted, missed the mark. And now, correction has arrived, not later. Now, you were chosen to hear this before others because time matters more than you realize. You may feel uneasy, resistant, or confused as you hear this, and that reaction is not a mistake. That is exactly why you must stay. Your awareness is being widened. Things others cannot see are being brought into focus for you. The hopes you carried quietly, the prayers you whispered, the outcomes you told yourself would come someday are no longer sitting in the distance. They are moving toward you in real time. But there is a condition. You have to recognize what is happening and meet it fully. Partial attention will not be enough. This is not just about thinking differently. This is deeper than motivation or perspective. This is a shift that reaches into the structure of your life. Expect movement. Expect alignment. Expect things to click into place faster than you thought possible. But understand this clearly. It only works if you stay alert. It only works if you respond. Distraction right now has a cost. Doubt has a cost. Waiting has a cost. Before we go any further, act immediately. Press like. This is not about the button. It is a signal. Subscribe, because this message is meant to reach those who are positioned to receive it. Comment the number 99. That number carries weight. You will understand later, not now. If something inside you is reacting as you listen, that is your confirmation. Those who are meant to receive the full instruction stay until the end. Those who dismiss this moment often realize too late what they stepped away from. Hear this clearly. Time is tightening. Certain doors are already closing. Alignment cannot be postponed without consequence. What is about to be revealed will disturb your sense of what is stable and familiar. It will challenge what you thought was safe. But it will also prepare you for a level of purpose, authority, and provision you have not touched before. If you are ready, stay steady. This is not entertainment. This is a warning. This is a summons. This is your moment. And there is one thing about what is unfolding that has not been said yet. Not because it is unclear, but because it must land at the right time. That time is now. God is speaking to you now, chosen one. Humanity lost its way, chasing illusions that promised meaning but delivered confusion and emptiness. What once felt solid led you off the path. This moment is not gentle. It strikes like thunder, breaking open what you thought you understood and exposing what was never meant to last. You have wondered why the road felt harder for you than for others. Why answers stayed silent. Why nights stretched long and heavy. None of it was wasted. Every question, every tear, every season of endurance prepared you for this encounter. This is not a message for crowds. It is directed. It is deliberate. It knows your name. You are being called because you can carry what is being released. The weight you feel now is real, but it frees you. Fear and hope rise together because transformation always costs comfort. Humanity missed the pattern, but you are being positioned to restore it. This calling does not whisper. It disrupts. It rearranges. It unlocks doors you never knew were sealed. Time is accelerating. Truth is aligning. Life was not random practice. It was preparation. Like David before the throne or Esther before the king, the moment arrives suddenly and delay becomes disobedience. The stage is set. The curtain is lifting. What you choose now matters more than ever. The world is shifting faster than certainty can keep up. You cannot control it, but you can stand in rhythm with it. Every pause stretches suffering for you and for those tied to your obedience. Feel where you are standing. This edge matters. Fear wants control, but calling demands movement. The call is clear. Doubt is old noise. Hesitation belongs to who you were. What is speaking now cuts through all of it. Reflection has done its work. The next step is action. Rise into what has been waiting for you. This is the hour. To move forward, you must be willing to see clearly where the path bent off course. Humanity learned to celebrate surface wins, empty milestones, and endless distractions that quiet the soul but never fulfill it. What was meant to guide became a detour. Focus shifted toward accumulation and applause, while purpose and alignment were quietly neglected. This is not accusation. It is awakening. Recognition is the doorway back. When you look at your own life, patterns emerge. Decisions shaped by fear. Compromises that softened your fire. Connections and pursuits that slowly pulled you from who you were meant to become. None of it was wasted. Each misstep carried instruction. Every error became a mirror, not to shame you, but to show you what needed correction. This is the hidden mercy. What looked like failure was direction in disguise. The moment you see this, guilt loosens its grip. Shame loses its voice. Regret no longer defines the story. Stand now in clarity and let the truth rise within you. You see where the alignment was lost, and you are ready to recalibrate. This awareness is the crossing point, where confusion gives way to authority, where wandering turns into deliberate movement. As it is written, "Arise, shine, for thy light is come." What follows will not be subtle. This is not adjustment. It is reset. A deep shift that moves through every layer of your life. What once felt fixed will dissolve. What felt distant will step into focus. You were being trained for this long before you understood it. Every struggle, every heartbreak, every silent cry shaped the strength now required. This is the moment your soul has been waiting for. If this message holds meaning for you, respond intentionally. Like and share video so it reaches others who may need it. Subscribe and stay connected as we're aiming for 20,000 subscribers. In the comments, write 999 or 777 and write your city and location in the comments. Your super thanks support strengthens this mission. Nothing here is accidental. God sees it. Amen. Prepare yourself, because what is unfolding cannot be stopped. This transformation does not negotiate. When divine will moves, resistance only delays the inevitable. A new order is taking shape, and you are not on the sidelines of it. You are within the current. Like the seed that must break to become the tree, there is no return to what you were. What rises from this will be stronger, clearer, and aligned in a way that lifts not only your life, but every life you touch. This is the birth of a new era. An age where inner sight outweighs surface noise, where truth cuts through distraction. You will feel stretched, pressed, and called beyond familiar limits. Yet with that pressure comes vision. With that demand comes authority. As with Moses stepping toward the sea before it parted, movement comes first. The path opens after. You are not watching history happen. You are written into it. Being chosen is not decoration. It is weight and honor together. What has been dormant within you is stirring. Purpose, long hidden, is rising to the surface, waiting for your courage to meet it. This is the moment to step out of uncertainty and stand as light in a shifting world. Remember, every time you felt different, every moment your inner knowing led you where others could not follow. That was never random. Like Joseph's dreams before the prison, it was preparation. Guidance came quietly then. Strength was built in silence. But the whisper has become a call, and it will not fade. The era is changing, and so are you. Now is the moment to come into full alignment with what you were chosen for. Step into it without shrinking back. Carry your identity with both courage and humility. The world is not waiting only for signs and wonders. It is waiting for your presence, your clarity, your light. This awakening is the crossing point between who you survived as and who you were always meant to become. What is unfolding requires preparation that goes deeper than action. It reaches the inner structure of your life. Your thoughts, your patterns, your attachments must be examined, not judged, but refined. What once sustained you may no longer belong with you. Like Gideon reducing his army, less is required so that what remains is aligned. Begin the clearing. Release doubt from the mind, resentment from the heart, fear from the spirit. Create space for truth to settle. Stillness matters. Time set apart matters. Whether in silence, reflection, writing, or solitude, connection deepens when distraction falls away. Shape your intentions toward the truest version of who you are becoming. Look closely at what surrounds you. Atmospheres shape outcomes. What you allow near you influences what grows within you. As it is written, "Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life." This is not control. It is stewardship. Trust what is happening beneath the surface. Preparation is movement and surrender together. You are being fitted with discernment, strength, and timing. What you need will meet you when the moment arrives. When heart, mind, and spirit come into alignment, the ground becomes ready. And what is meant to take root will rise with power. Revelation arrives as a gift, but it does not arrive quietly. Truths once avoided, softened, or explained away are rising into view. The haze that blurred your judgment is lifting. What confused you no longer holds power. The way forward is becoming unmistakably clear, and choices that once felt optional now stand before you with weight and certainty. It is like reaching the summit after a relentless climb. From below, the struggle felt chaotic. From above, everything connects. Every delay, every encounter, every trial reveals its place in the pattern. This clarity steadies you. It gives you the courage to move without hesitation, to act without needing permission. With vision comes responsibility. What you now see asks something of you. Yet the same light that reveals the path also strengthens your steps. This is not information passing through your mind. This is direction settling into your bones. Like Paul, when the scales fell from his eyes, you cannot return to who you were before seeing. Your pain was never random. Your trials were not punishment, they were formation. Like iron shaped in fire, every blow refined you. What once threatened to break you built endurance, sharpened discernment, and trained your spirit for what lies ahead. Remember the moments you felt emptied, abandoned, reduced to nothing. Those were not endings, they were refinements. As Elijah was strengthened in solitude before the fire fell, you were being prepared where no one saw. You are not fragile now. You are fortified. Let this truth settle. Nothing was wasted. You were conditioned for this assignment. The weight you carry now is not fear, it is readiness. The moment has been approaching, and the threshold is here. The coming days will alter the landscape of your life. Timing is precise. What you think, choose, and nurture now matters. This is not an ordinary stretch of time. It is ignition. Stay alert. Release what pulls you off center. Signals will come quickly. Some will challenge you. Others will open suddenly. This is your notice to rise. Focus sharpens. Courage steadies. Faith becomes action. What unfolds next is a crossing, a renewal, a step into the extraordinary. And you are not stepping into it unprepared. You have already been equipped. Wisdom, intuition, endurance, and insight are not being delivered later. They were formed in you through experience and divine guidance. These are not abstract traits. They are tools: discernment to choose rightly, courage to move when fear rises, compassion to see clearly, faith to remain steady when the ground shifts. Now is the moment to use them with authority. Every tool has a purpose, and everyone was prepared for this season. When doubt surfaces, return to what has already been placed within you. True power is not force, it is alignment. When you stand in it, you do not dominate. You are not missing anything you need. Nothing essential was withheld. Fear may appear, but it no longer leads. Doubt may whisper, but it does not decide. The path unfolding before you is intentional, measured, and guided with precision. Moving from fear into faith is the threshold. It asks for surrender and courage together. Faith is not denial of uncertainty, it is trust deeper than understanding. When fear rises, let it signal reconnection. Faith turns hesitation into motion, confusion into clarity, resistance into flow. This shift is not about status or reward. It is about elevation, a stripping away of what is superficial so what is essential can stand. Your focus changes. Impact replaces accumulation. Purpose outweighs outcome. Your foundation is no longer external, it is anchored. Guidance is already speaking, through quiet knowing, through timing, through moments that redirect everything. These are not accidents. Attention is required. The connection is active. When you listen and respond, alignment sharpens. As alignment deepens, life responds. What once felt forced begins to move naturally. The outer world mirrors the inner order. Threads that once strained now form pattern. You are shaping something meaningful, guided by hands greater than your own. The world is waiting for you awake, aligned, and fully present. This calling is lived, not imagined. Your light is not for applause. It is for direction. Your life becomes a signal for others still searching. Everything has led here. Nothing was wasted. Your influence reaches further than you see. Step forward with clarity. Carry your identity with grace. Let what was placed in you from the beginning finally rise. Before the transformation settles, everything you thought was solid will be shaken. This is not chaos without meaning. This is the storm that only comes to those marked for elevation. Your pain, your collapse, your seasons of loss were never signs of weakness. They were proof that something divine was pressing against you, demanding space to emerge. The storm was not sent to destroy you. It was sent to expose what could not go with you. What breaks now was never meant to last. Patterns crack. Comfort dissolves. Familiar ground gives way. Not because you failed, but because you were outgrowing it. Like land cleared by fire before new life takes root, your life is being purified for expansion. You may feel the shaking in your emotions, in your relationships, in your sense of certainty. Fear rises. Anxiety hums. The mind searches for control. But hear this clearly. Awakening is never calm at the beginning. Chaos is the birthplace of power. What feels like disorder is divine intelligence rearranging your life around your true assignment. Watch closely. Signs begin to surface. A thought that interrupts you, a meeting that shifts direction, a number, a word, a moment that repeats until it demands attention. These are not coincidences. They are signals. Precision touches your life now. Guidance sharpens. Intuition grows louder. The current is moving, and it is pulling you forward whether you resist or not. Your energy matters. What you hold within determines what reaches you. Noise dulls perception. Old attachments slow momentum. Release is not optional anymore. Fear, regret, self-blame, outdated beliefs must fall away, not as punishment, but as preparation. Chains break, so movement becomes possible. Forgive what needs forgiving, including yourself. What you survived trained you. What wounded you strengthened discernment. What almost broke you proved endurance. Nothing was wasted. Every moment carved capacity into you for what comes next. Then the first shifts appear. Subtle at first. Doors crack open. Conversations change. Opportunities surface where none existed. These are not the destination. They are confirmation. The wave has begun to move. Tests may still arise, not to stop you, but to measure readiness. Growth often wears the face of challenge before it reveals its reward. As momentum builds, patterns become visible. You begin to see how every delay, every detour, every waiting season aligned you for this exact threshold. Timing was never against you. It was shaping you. When the moment arrives, it arrives whole. Awareness expands. Perception sharpens. You start sensing connections others overlook. You feel the weight of impact, the ripple effect of your choices. This is not imagination. This is responsibility awakening. And now comes the truth that cannot be softened. You were not led here to be comforted. You were led here to be activated, marked, summoned. What you carry is meant to move, to shift, to ignite something beyond you. Action is no longer optional. Even the smallest step signals alignment. Energy follows movement. Faith becomes visible through motion. This is not the end of the storm. It is the eye of it. The moment where everything grows quiet, just long enough for you to realize that what you thought was falling apart was actually opening. And what stands on the other side of that opening has not fully revealed itself yet. God, I come before you without disguise and without defense. I acknowledge that some of what I followed was misaligned. Some of what I trusted led me away from truth, and some of what I called progress was only distraction. I do not hide from this realization. I receive it as mercy. If you are shaking what felt stable, I will not resist. If you are closing doors I once depended on, I release them. If you are calling me out of comfort and into movement, I answer. Strip away what cannot walk with me into what you are releasing. Correct my vision where it drifted. Realign my heart where fear once decided. Refine my mind so truth can settle without distortion. I surrender delay. I surrender doubt. I surrender the need to fully understand before obeying. Prepare me to carry what is unfolding with humility, clarity, and courage. Let discernment rise where confusion once lived. Let obedience replace hesitation. Let alignment become my strength. I do not ask to return to who I was. I ask to step fully into who you formed me to become. I am ready. I am listening. I will move when you say move. Amen. If you're still here, that matters. Subscribe and stay connected as this channel grows toward 20,000 subscribers. Every connection strengthens the impact of this message. In the comments, write 999 or 777 and be sure to share your city and location so we know where this message is reaching. Your interaction helps this message continue moving, and your support through super thanks helps it reach even further. If this moment is not here to comfort you, but to activate you, what is the one thing you know you can no longer delay after hearing this? Amen.